What's good? Stormy B-Man, and I'm back with another Stormybman'S briefs. This time, the focus is on the middleweight division as per a news story item that dropped earlier this morning. Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, who is 42-2 with one draw, 37 KOs, has vacated his IBF middleweight title. And it is being suggested that it's done in a move that is seen as a way for him to swerve his ordered defense against mandatory Ggg Vacates, which he would have been required to take next. We don't know what Golovkin has in mind, but oftentimes he has not fought people he's supposed to fight, as well as look to see if he can make greater financial gain with less physical risk in the ring. It's really time for the guy to retire. Being 41 years old, he still has a mandatory due against WBA regular 160-pound champion Erislandy Lara, who is currently 29-3 with 3 draws and 17 KOs. And that would have even given Triple G more problems than the undefeated 2012 Olympic silver medalist Falcao, whose record happens to be 30-0 with 20 KOs. See, I haven't seen Falcao, and I don't have any film on him at this time of me doing this video, but the record alone suggests that the young fighter has pop on his punches. 20 inside the distance out of 30 fights. That's pretty threatening. The article goes on to state that although the talented southpaw Lara is turning 40 in April, he's still quite dangerous and fighting at a high level and is looking better in recent fights than Golovkin has. Perhaps Golovkin has in his favor that Lara is now a stationary fighter in his late 30s and no longer the mobile guy he'd been a decade earlier when he was avoided by many, including Canelo Alvarez, and some even believe Triple G himself. The thing is consistently it's a bad look for Golovkin for him to vacate his WBA title and swerve Lara, because it would have been evident to the boxing world that he doesn't believe he can beat the talented Cuban, even now with him having lost his legs. Other than Jermell Charlo and Jaime Munguia, there isn't anyone for Golovkin to fight at 160 that will bring him a sizable payday. Canelo Alvarez has already fought Golovkin 3 times, and he's not going to give him a 4th fight after Triple G's poor showing last September in a 12-round unanimous decision loss at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This is the thing about Golovkin. The article is stating that he needs to fight with more urgency. And for him to beat a guy like Lara, he's going to need to fight with a lot more urgency, because the lazy approach that we saw from him in his last 3 contests against Canelo, Ryota Murata, and Kamil Sarasamita won't be nearly as good enough to defeat Lara. The Cuban will embarrass Golovkin and send him into retirement with a one-sided loss, which may happen anyway. That's the thing about boxing. The critics, the media, they will climb on board and admit the truth when someone's at the end, but they don't hold these fighters accountable earlier in their careers like they could have done with Triple G. They often protected him, safeguarded, even when they were trying to sell him as breaking records of middleweight champions of the past and history and legacy. They didn't tell the truth about him. But this is where we are today. But what do you think about all of this? Is Triple G ducking? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think the next move should be for Triple G. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone remain safe.